All right. Abzan Bow. Bow, for those not familiar, it refers to Vivien's Arkbow here, which says discard a card from your hand. Look at the top X cards of your deck. You can put a creature that costs X or less from among them into play. Hey, I top 8'd that open, Mark. Thank you very much, with Aether Spouts in my sideboard. Put a creature with converted mana cost X or less from those cards into play. So this deck has a Explore package down here at the bottom end to kind of blunt the aggressive decks. And then we've got an Angel package up here at the top end. So we're base green-white with a small touch of black cards for not only Seraph, but also quality removal. And then out of the sideboard, we have Duress and some more cast downs. And most importantly, I've got a bunch of copies of the Immortal Sun here at the top end, which is just quite reasonable for shutting down the various Planeswalker decks in the format. You want Tristani in the 75, maybe? I don't know, are we that worried about the blue-green thief deck? Are we that worried about the thief deck? How did you decide between white for Angels or red for Phoenix and Dragons? Because Angels are much better against the red aggressive decks in the format, and that's definitely what I want to be stuffing right now. I want to pick what I want my deck to beat and then beat it as hard as possible. Yeah, I don't know that Tolsmere is good enough. I think I'd rather just have Chupacabra. I think I'd rather just have Chupacabra. Let's go ahead and dive in. Do I want Tristani? I don't know. Now you're making me doubt myself. 5 is so much mana. What do I cut? I probably don't need 4 Knights of Autumn. Maybe this is overkill too. Alright, I'll throw 2 Tristani in the sideboard. Playing 2 copies, we're pretty good at finding them with Arkbow too, so let's give that a try. What's our rank? 221 with 25 hours to go. Hold the door! Hold the door! Yeah, Chalice is one of those 2 or 10 cards, right, Doherty? The problem is in Modern, if you hit the wrong matchups, it's just gonna be a 2 card way too often. Hey, clean answers. What do you mean by clean answer? Do you mean a card that kills Nissa and also kills the 3/3? Is that what you're referencing there by clean? I need a definition on your vernacular. Alright, can't play a Llanowar Elves on 1, but the rest of the hand's great. Have a good one, Nivik. Catch you later. With Immortal Sun rotating out soon, how do you handle mass Planeswalkers? Well, you sit down and you wait 30 seconds, and by 30 seconds I mean 3 months, because there's 2 entire sets of Magic the Gathering that are going to be released by the time things rotate out. So you worry about the future when you get there and don't stress out about it in the meantime. Resolving Bow in this matchup is probably unreasonably good. Do I want to put this elf into play? I don't think I do, actually. I think I'm just, like, holding on to this elf to bend to the bow at this point. Elder Spell is a good way to deal with mass Planeswalkers later. That's true. Still have that one. Elder Spell's, like, kind of a weird one, though. Because Elder Spell is a card that's, like, good with Planeswalkers. So I went ahead and bowed here at Sorcery Speaks. If I hit a Chupacabra, we'd be able to gobble this up. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with playing casually. In fact, casual Magic's the best way to play Crota. It's just like there's a big like push from even competitive players to always want like the, how do I know this thing that I can't know except in the future? And just like, wait and see is just so frequently the correct response / answer. Like, we don't know yet, we have to wait to know. Hey, Ghost Stalker, welcome back. Sometimes you have to refresh your browser page to get that. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'm supposed to play Resplendent Angel this turn and try and get this life gain trigger next turn. I'm going to leave this on top because it notably gives this 4 points of power, so it can attack into this 4/4, which is nice. That's true, too. I feel like a lot of people forget that you can just attack planeswalkers with creatures. Attacking and blocking is busted, chat. Oh no! Yikes! I have so many 2s, chat. Someone else mentioned they were having a hard time announcing on mobile earlier today. Wonder if there's an issue with that right now. At any rate, let's get you a sword to go with the shield. Oh. I don't know if I want to take Temur Moon. I don't know on Temur Moon. I might prefer to wait and play like Archmage's Charm could be sweet in Temur. Waywern, thank you for the half year. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Cast down this one. Get out of here. Look at that. We're not even playing blue and we got copies of Frilled Mystic, chat. What if I bow for 4 here? Because if I hit a Jadelight, I could gain 6, deal damage to them, and then play Resplendent Angel and get a 4/4 token. And I'm holding on to the backup bow because they have a blast zone here. And I know they have a cast down here, but they won't be able to cast down my angel because I have Shalai in play. So if we can fade Ritualist Soot coming off the top here, we might actually end up okay here. The Wildgrowth Walker package synergizing with Resplendent Angel is just so good. And they do have Vraska's Contempt. So this turn they can like Contempt Shalai and then cast down the Angel. But then again, they're not like taking my bow off the table, which is nice. What's going on, Noob Master? Thanks for the 15 months. I appreciate it. It was definitely an above average turn. Solidly above average turn. Come on, attack me. You didn't want to attack me? That's so weird. So weird. You guys want to kill their 8/8 here. I did. It was an arena tournament with Black Red Aristocrats. Actually, it's the first arena MCQ weekend. Yeah, Choops was much better than Tulsmere there. Oh, yikes. Oh, wait, they don't have quad black. Do they have a black source? If one of these is a black source, we're in a little bit of trouble. Nope.
There are so many who must keep an open mind.
Alright, I think we're just digging for another Chupacabra here. One more of those in my main deck. Lyra means this can attack through this, though, so that's nice.
You are a mighty warrior.
Yep, also does not die to cast down. They have a blast zone here that's going to clean out my Walker and my Bow, though. And then cast down can kill my 5/5 Angel Choke-in. Really? We're casting that down. That's, huh. Why wouldn't they just blow this up? Alright, swing for the Chupacabra. There's only one more, but 7 looks is a lot of looks. Ooh. And, like, tucking that in means they can't activate Azcanta this turn. So, Resplendent dies to enter the God Eternals this turn, unfortunately. Why would you tuck this in if you were gonna do that? Are they dead? No, they can cast Enter this turn, right? Wait, why didn't they? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. I'll take it, but not quite, not like 100% certain what was. Feel like the opponent wasn't quite playing optimally there. Yeah, maybe they're just nervous, or like their cat jumped on their keyboard or something. Yes, Chewy is the pet supply store at Chewy.com. I just cut Llanowar Elves in this matchup. My deck's got 25 lands in it. I'd probably just cut Llanowar Elves in this matchup. I think I just bring in like more individually powerful cards. Trophy seems good. I'd put a couple of Tristani in. I don't know if I want Duress. I feel like I'd rather just have a bunch of cards that play to the board. The blue-black decks also tend to have fewer counterspells, especially the ones with Kefnet. So in general, I'm like less high on Duress in matchups where my opponent doesn't have counterspells. Duress is like for combo decks and counterspell decks for the most part. Declan is certainly like dog adjacent. He's loud and makes messes. What's my biggest sponsor? I guess, like, again, like, what's your definition of biggest, right? Like, company that's, like, worth the most? Probably one of the, probably one of the Tempo Storm ones. Or, like, or are you asking which one pays me the most money? Because in that case, it's definitely the subs. I'm ready to be thought erased, chat. Thought erase me! Thought erase me! Oh, I just wanted to be so smart and thin. I mean, like, all this hand needs is a bow, right? Like, once we put a bow into play, all of these lands are spells, right? They're just all creatures. Keeping a 5-hand land with all lands in is definitely the play. Wow, they are playing counter spells. Okay. They're so terrified of Arkbow, they boarded a negate against their mostly creature deck. I guess that's fair. Arkbow did work them over last game. That one can stay right there. Joke's on you, opponent. I don't have thoughts to erase. Get out of here. Alright, they left a card on top of their deck. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do this now to try and hit a Chupacabra to kill this. Oh, yeah. When your Jadelight draws 2 creatures. Is that even fair? Is that even fair? Land, Ugin, concede. Alright, I got it. Alright, I mulligan to 5 and you have all the answers. I get it. I get it. Atheroth, thank you for the 4-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. How do I feel about Duress now? Knowing they have negate, do I feel better about Duress? I think so. I think so. All right. All right, Duress into Arkbow. Hopefully we draw some lands or some explore creatures that draw us lands, like Merfolk Branchwalker, but definitely an okay place to start here. Yeah, get that negate out of here. All right, I would like to draw nothing but lands for the rest of the game. Next 5 draw steps, all lands, please. Am I using this bow? I think I am. I think digging for Jadelight here is worthwhile. So I have 4 Jadelights, 4 Branchwalkers, 3, I have 13 hits. So let's find out how lucky or unlucky we have to be. There's 51 cards with 13 hits. We're gonna take 3 Lookski-Poos here. 51, 13, sample size is 3, I want 1. We're 59% to hit a creature here that we can put into play. We are the 59%. We were actually more likely to hit on that one too, right? So there were 40, I guess we took one out. We were 58% to hit on the second one. Bow's a lot less good when it's for very small amounts. What about our cumulative variance, right? All right, hitting that land, there's a good start. We got a little bit of pressure in play now. They're at 17. So even if they tuck this in, we might be able to run them down. Is worth noting we're through another Chupa here. So like, if they, this is an Enter the God Eternals. That's not a good scene. Finale of Eternity, gross. I think the only way we get ahead is to hit explore creatures and get ahead. And we haven't passed a Jadelight Ranger yet, so like there's a lot of good hits here in our deck basically. Oh, that's brutal.
Let us march into battle and putrid but effective.
I activated at sorcery speed so we could hit Jadelight Ranger.
Your boldness is...
Alright, so the line here is end step, 4 looks for our last Chupacabra, draw step, 4 more looks for our last Chupacabra. So we get 9 looks into 42 cards. I believe we've bottomed a bunch of non-Chupacabra cards, so they do get to draw something here. So if that also works, right? That also just works. I boarded in a 3rd Chupacabra. Oh, you know what? I should have given these vigilance, right?
I am exhausted.
I should have given these vigilance. Now I'm gonna go ahead and play this land, I think. Guess I haven't hit a Jadelight yet. Like, we've bottomed a lot of cards and none of them have been Jadelight. It's very possible I should just dig for Jadelight there. One Lyra, please. Chirp. Team Darkwater, thank you for the 11 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Yep. I have one Shalai left in my deck. I have no... My Lyra's on the bottom, so I'm out of Lyra's. I have one Ravenous Chupacabra. I think I'm just supposed to pass here. The problem is if I hit Chupacabra, I can kill the God Eternal. If I don't hit the Chupacabra, I think I'm gonna pass here. It's like if they draw a thing they get to double up with this, that's good. I'm gonna be in a lot of trouble. Just gonna go to 4 here. I know my third Lyra is on the bottom of my deck from the last bow activation. That's sweet. Well, alright. Now I just get the Resplendent Angel, right? Because I already gained 6 here. So they need Ritual Assoot, and even if they Ritual Assoot, all their tokens go away. I have a Chupacabra and a bow. I want to say that you're the only reason I'm playing Magic again, and to keep it the right content. Well, thanks for the support, Morrow. Good to have you here. Glad you're enjoying the game. That was a sweet one. I'm excited to play this some more. How we doing, folks? Welcome, good morning, good afternoon, good night to everybody, wherever you're at in the world. Thanks for dropping in here today. If you're a new viewer, my name is Jeff Hoagland. I stream full-time here on Twitch. I'm here playing Magic 30, 40, sometimes even 50 hours a week. If you're someone who enjoys constructed Magic, this is definitely the channel for you. We play a ton of different decks here, and I change decks every 60 to 90 minutes. You get a lot of variety in what you see every day. As always, I'd love to give a shout out to my subs. I wouldn't be here day to day without their support, so thanks to all of them for keeping me in play. I'd also like to take a quick second to plug a couple of my sponsors here really quick. The Nerd Rage Gaming Championship Series, a $5,000 cash tournament series that happens every single month in the Midwestern United States. If you can't make it out to the Midwest to play in one of their standard, modern, or legacy tournaments, be sure to check out their streaming coverage as well at twitch.tv/NRG series. I'm actually going to be playing in their standard tournament in 2 weeks, so looking forward to playing some more aristocrats in that. BCW Supplies are the only ones I trust to protect my Paper Magic the Gathering cards. They have some of the best prices around that you'll find on sleeves. For only $8 before you use my Jeff10 discount to save an additional 10%, you can get a pack of their Elite Guard 2 sleeves that are just a fantastic quality overall. And finally, playdkp.com. Would love to have you check out their very unique magnetic game board product. You can play your cards while you're on the go, whether it's in a car, on an airplane, or playing outside where there might be a little bit of wind. And using code Jeff5 at checkout, you can save 5% on your magnetic game board with them. We are heading on into our next match here with this Abzan Bow deck. This seems kind of sweet. See how this goes. Bance, Bows, and Angels. So, yeah, I don't know that I have a really good line time, Lord. The real kicker on the glasses is gonna be like when I do like my first 10 or 12 hour day. So this hand's missing white mana, but like the bow can turn these into something, right? And this could potentially draw me white mana. Have a good one, Watcher. Shocked in Godless Shrine on one. So are they Conley Woods, or do they have something to hold up there? Have like fungal infection in their main deck? I assume Bo's gonna eat it here. Really? Do they have another discard spell then? So this tells them about the card that I drew for the turn, but if I hit another white source next turn, I'd like to be able to cast this, so. The best thing about the stream is how well you explain your thought process for decision. It really helps me understand how I should be thinking when playing Magic. Well, thanks for being here, Lyrics. Roxer Boxers coming in hot with the tip. You rock. You're a wonderful, humble guy who's always very clear about what you do and support, which is very rare these days. Put this towards the awakening / Nissa who shakes the world builder on. 10 out of 10. Wait, what? They didn't... I'm so confused. Why didn't they bounce this? They just didn't want to give me another explore trigger? I mean, I'll take it, I guess, but it seems weird.
That didn't pan out.
Also, my favorite thing about this card is the fact that you don't have to play Hearthstone when your opponent has Teferi out. Just the single best part. They fixed Wall of Roots by printing Wall of Blossoms in Modern Horizons. Oh, that's the green Wall of Omens, right? I'm super hyped for green Wall of Omens. Super hype. I'm not just playing Shalai here because I don't just want it to get tempoed by Teferi. So I'm gonna roll the dice here a little bit and try and end step a thing. Ooh, okay, so they're getting... So now I'm gonna do this, and they're... Yikes! Yikes! Alright, I guess this technically gives me deeper bow activations. I guess, like, they're both pretty bad.
Let's take it back.
And now Teferi gets to bounce this, so I guess taking the elf is right, because this way if I draw a land next turn, I can go elf plus Shalai. Yeah, this makes sense. Hey, thanks for the 5 months, Roxor. Alright, not the land I wanted for Christmas, but it does let me double spell this turn at least, which is great. Is black making a meaningful difference? I'm not sure. We've only played one match so far. So incredibly rude.
Slow this down.
This card is so rude. We are in. We're getting tempoed by the Esper control deck. Thoughts on Plague Crafter in the board for the Planeswalker matchups? I think Plague Crafter's unnecessary in this deck from a theory perspective, because if you have an active bow, you should be beating the Planeswalker decks most of the time. Also, I've got a couple copies of Immortal Sun. So that would be my thought process. Is if I have active bow, I don't need cards specifically for Planeswalkers, because active bow tends to beat Planeswalkers. I don't know what that is, Chris. I don't know. Is it good and limited? It's probably not good and constructed, right? Why would that card be good and constructed? I need two more cuts here. I think I want to keep these. I'm going to trim a Shalai and a Lyra because they're a little expensive and clunky. Let's do that. I do still have a Quip sponsorship link that worked. The biggest upside I would say to the Quip over other electric toothbrushes is the form factor of it. So a lot of other electric toothbrushes that I've had in the past are kind of bulky, and the Quip is very light. The size of the Quip is very comparable to just like a non-electric toothbrush, which is nice. Someone who travels on occasion, that's a very convenient factor for bringing it along with. Land's okay. It's a little bit land heavy, but again, just like hitting all of our land drops to start is good once we find a bow. One of the nice things about this hand, the way it lined up, is because it had 2 3s, we got to play a creature on turn 3, even if my opponent had a thought erasure on 2. I think that's very win more, Crazy Duck. So again, when you focus on a card like Kiora, if the reason you want to play a card is this card is good when you have your best card in play, usually that means that card is not worth playing. And I don't think we quite have enough 4+ power creatures to make Kiora generically good on its own. Also, past that, most of the time when you're playing this deck, you are using the maximum amount of mana for your bow activations. You very rarely have enough mana to double activate bow because you're discarding your extra lands to the bow. So, yeah, actually, thinking about it more, Kiora really does not seem good. Alright, don't show me a second Teferi. I specifically asked you not to show me a second Teferi, opponent. Were you not listening? I had one very simple request, and it was don't show me a second Teferi. Man, where's my Immortal Sun, huh? Where is my Immortal Sun? I guess I take one of those.
You are only hurting yourself.
Shut up, Karn. Nobody believes you. I very clearly hurt you.
Good choice.
All right, we have a plan. I don't know that it's a good plan, but a plan's been formed. It's Operation Opponent Never Draws a 5th land as a go. I repeat. Hey, Graph Nerd, thanks for the 8 months. Welcome back. Hope you're having a fantastic Thursday. Oh no! Oh, our house of cards has come tumbling down around us. That's not the Arkbow I wanted for Christmas. That's not the Arkbow I wanted for Christmas.
I'm known for my excellent timing. You need to slow down.
As per missed land drops, I tried. Alright. Tap the mat. Mercy. 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 Alright, onward, upwards, backwards, forward. Once more unto the breach. Alright, we're playing Abzan Gates this game, but, you know, the Explore package is pretty good in a lot of spots. The hand's got 7 foil cards in it. Lead on the Woodland Cemetery here, so this way if I draw like a Godless Shrine, I can play a 2-drop. We have an estimate on Blue-Black Diviner will be played. We've been playing this deck for about 30 minutes, which means we'll probably be playing the Diviner deck in about 45 minutes to an hour. Maybe. It depends on how the matches go. If this ends up flopping, it might be sooner. Anytime now. So, I think I actually just want a Jadelight here to be mana efficient. This also gives me... Ooh, huh. They missed a land drop? Alright, I'm gonna bid it. Perfect. I suppose if I leave that on top, my Jadelight's a 4/3 and can block their 2/2 first striker is somewhat appealing. He's dead, Jim. Alright, if they attack with these knights, I'm gonna double block one. Trade my 3/2 for their 2/2 first striker. One Shalai, please. I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't prepared to have this many choices. I think it's still this one. Normally you don't really have choices when you do it for X's 4. It's just like you get what you get and you shut up and you be happy about it. So this is a free 3-point attack, right? Because if they block, I just activate her. That attack was better than I thought. I didn't realize that was going to be a game-winning attack. Did not realize that was a potentially game-winning attack. Onboard tricks are pretty lethal. They really are sometimes. What am I trimming here? I wonder if Assassin's Trophy is a card I want post-board in this matchup. I probably don't want to give them lands, right? Like, they're a 2-color deck, so, like, they probably have a lot of basics. They had Knight, so they, like, almost certainly have History of Benalia. So Knight of Autumn lines up pretty well in the face of History. I'm gonna go ahead and trim Trophy. Cast Down seems fine. I need 4 cuts here. Obviously, the Wildgrowth Walker package is excellent. Resplendent Angel's nice. Do I need to just pull down? Part of me feels like I need to pull down. Like, if I want to keep the whole Explore package, there's not a whole lot to do up here. I could just cut the Llanowar Elves. I guess they're kind of a mid-range deck, and cutting the Llanowar Elves just increase my average card quality is, like, not a terrible thing to do. Let's try that. Not 100% certain that that's right, but let's give it a go. Sit down for a bit. Sure. Needs a green source, but we're on the draw. Famous last words. Need a 3rd land. Maybe I should have cut this and left, Okay, well, if we hit a green source next turn, we get to pump out an angel, huh? It's pretty sweet. don't hit a green source next turn, we go and die.
You are capable of more than you assume.
This might be a game. This might be a game-winning Jadelight green source. Oh, that's pretty good. Do 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 do. Ba-dum ba-dum bum ba-dum ba-dum bum ba-dum ba-dum bum.
Be strong.
Be strong. Oh, yeah, I was probably supposed to kill the Ajani, huh? Yeah, I totally should have killed the Ajani. I think there's a chance they have a removal spell now at this point, so I'm gonna go and attack with 2 things here. Kill this through Mortify.
Farewell.
Yeah, like if I'd have killed the Ajani the previous turn, this would be able to eat this. Wow. Okay, that's bold. They have another removal spell for this. I don't think I can afford to just activate this turn. There's a good chance this is dying. That would explain. That would explain. Yeah, the swamps are untapped for people talking about my opponent's lands. Yeah, this is why I didn't activate this. Felt like it was better to just get more stuff onto the board. Going 10. Nah, I think we're pretty far ahead here. I get to bow for 7 next turn, and like, there's so many cards in my deck that are just super live hits. What are the odds they can interact with bow? I feel like I should probably hold this as a backup. Just wanted to make a scales joke. Listen, Martin, your joke is bad, you should feel bad. Spin the wheel. I'm gonna do this because it's the best in the face of a removal spell. Reina's MTG, thank you for the brand new tier 1 sub. I appreciate that. Hope you're having a fantastic Thursday wherever you're at. Thanks for keeping me around. Right on time to Kotley Honor Guard, huh? Right on time to Kotley Honor Guard. I actually don't have a lot of ways to kill this in my 75. Honor Guard this. Killing the opponent is a fantastic way to get rid of honor guard. You are not wrong. I mean, Bow just gives us so many looks to hit the cards that we care about. Yeah, maybe I'm supposed to dig for Resplendent Angel. I can see that. I did bottom one at some point though. Yeah, digging for Resplendent's probably better. Digging for Resplendent's probably better. I don't know. I think all roads lead to Rome here. Nine is so many looks. It's so many looks. The Bow's just like, what if every draw step was 7 draw steps and it was instant speed? Just like, yes, yes, please. Yes, please. Yeah, cards like Bow are tough to evaluate. I was definitely down on Bow when it was first spoiled, but just like cards that protect you from flooding out and like allow you to convert resources into other resources are pretty good on average a lot of the time. A little sad that we don't have Elf on one, but I'm bottom that, just look for actual lands. I can Elf on 2 already. Hey, Anti-Evil, thank you for the 7 months. I appreciate that. Thanks for keeping me around. Bow is like playing Momir, only you get to pick the cards in your pool. Yeah, definitely. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. There's only one basic in our deck, chat. There's only one basic in our deck, chat. Oh no. Oh no. Welcome to Thunderdome. I'm missing a land drop too. Rutro Raggy.
I will not lose another friend.
Oh no! They smell the weakness, chat. They smell the weakness. They smell the blood in the water.
My purpose is greater than myself.
Had basics to the sideboard, right? Oh no. I did some basic. Listen, I've got trophies, and I've got Knight of Autumns, and I've got the Immortal Sun, okay? Now get off my back. Get off my back. I'm trying my hardest over here to get by, but it's a cold, hard world, okay? It's a cruel, cruel, cold, hard world. I hate when we board into a gate stack. It's so tilting.
I will defend my allies are counting on me.
Yeah, spyglass this. Get out of here with that. Oh no! He shuts off the bow too. This is like our greatest weakness, chat.
We will not fail. Harness the elements.
Farewell, and thank you for the lesson.
Farewell and thank you for the lesson.
Fight on without me.
We had an okay turn there. We had an okay turn. All right, they have another Nissa here. That's unfortunate. Hey, Slipstream, thanks for the brand new Prime support. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now. Thanks for supporting mine this month with that.
The land fights for us.
Good news in the face of this God Pharaoh statue is that we don't have to cast any more spells this game, so... Ideally, we're not going to cast any more spells this game.
How rude.
If you haven't seen the opponent's deck before, it top 16 or top 8 in one of the SCG classics. We played it on stream yesterday or the day before. Do we pump and kill the Nissa? Well, Nissa's still at 3. Oh, you're saying I could have attacked with both and killed the Nissa. I didn't think about that. Yeah, maybe that's better. I don't know. Getting more pressure into the play is nice too, though. We did not play Green-Black Land Destruction yesterday.
For Fencer.
Yeah, if they played Forest, they could have golemed the Shalai this turn.
Be wary of the ground.
Oh, they still could have, right? They could have... Weird. I forgot they had the Nissa activation. Maybe they forgot they had this activation too? So I attacked both of these at Karn because there is an Arboreal Grazer in play. Oh, the first strike is super awkward there, huh? And I need to take Karn off the table because as long as Karn is in play, I am unable to, activate my bow. I think we're dead here, though. The opponent's deck, when we played it, seemed very reasonable against anything kind of mid-rangey and just, like, a total dumpster fire against, anything aggressive. We died to mono red a couple of times, but definitely seems like it's very reasonable here. Potter Goes Gaming, thanks for the Twitch Prime support. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. Well, Shalai is legendary, so getting a second Shalai doesn't really do anything. We didn't play against any Sultai. Did we? I don't remember actually. Maybe we did. Bant Bow. What do I think is best position against red? Them flooding out. So the problem is, part of the problem right now with the format, and this is the tough part of attacking it, and the reason why red stays so good, is that any deck that's really good against the mono red deck tends to be rancid against Esper Hero, Command the Dread Horde, and Esper Hero, Command the Dread Horde, and like the blue-green thief deck. Like those, the way the metagame works, like the decks that can really prey on red struggle against a majority of the rest of the good decks in the format because the types of decks that prey on efficient aggro decks are, honestly, a deck like this is probably pretty reasonable against the red deck. We have ways to interact with Frenzy, we have ways to gain life, we have ways to close out quickly, but things like this are going to tend to struggle against the efficient mid-range decks in the format that generate a lot of card advantage because we don't do that, right? Like, they just go way over the top of what we're doing. So being a little bit bigger than the red deck while being able to interact with Frenzy tends to be good, but then you tend to struggle in a lot of the other places by virtue of that. As far as this is concerned, I don't know that I have anything super meaningful that I change about this. After the 4 matches, I felt like we had okay tools in a lot of spots there. Thoughts on Bant versus Abzan? Having real removal like Assassin's Trophy is neat. We didn't run into any of the Planeswalker decks, but I'd imagine this is probably a little bit better than Bant against Jeskai just because we have removal spells. I would assume that this deck is similarly bad against Dreadhorde, just like the Bant Bow deck was really bad against the Dreadhorde deck. Just because, like, again, that deck goes way over the top of anything a mid-range deck like this is able to put together. Bant Bow's probably better against Nexus of Fate, but at the same time, Assassin's Trophy's also good in that matchup, so yeah, I agree. Gruul Sarkhan is a very reasonable choice. It's decent against the red decks, but it's not great against the Dreadhorde decks. Would you call this a reasonable deck for laddering and stuff? I don't know, probably. It's tough. Like, it's hard for me to make strong, meaningful conclusions from playing 4 matches of Magic or 5 or 6 matches of Magic, right? Like, especially in a format like this, where there's, you know, there's half a dozen different decks. Like, I only covered the quick hits decks in my primer for Black Red Aristocrats today, and I think there were like 8 decks that I had in the sideboard guide. Hey, Freeman, thanks for gifting a sub. I appreciate that. So how does that work in a tournament format? So if decks that do good against red lose to decks that red runs over, does that mean red and the other decks are more likely to get through instead of red and a counter red? I mean, there's just a lot of variance that goes into it, Lyric. So like, in addition to the variance that Magic has inserted into the actual games that you play, Magic, especially in diverse formats like this, has what we refer to as matchup variance, where if you hit the right matchups, you're going to have a better chance to do well, as opposed to if you hit matchups where your deck is poor. So there are a number of elements in Magic that are outside your control that extend